Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. So we're doing a test of the Logitech webcam software for the Logitech C910, which is my original camera that I got from my dad. And as you can see, we've made some changes. Something you can't do with the Windows camera software. Pretty interesting, I must say. So I'm using, of course, the Shure microphone for the audio, which makes no difference other than the Shure mic is like superior to the camera's built-in mics. But the information you get on the program tells you the megapixel of the camera, and the C920S HD Pro that I bought for $100, it's going back tomorrow, actually is only 3 megapixel on the top side. Turns out not 15 like the guy thought it was that we found in specs, and I thought, hey, 15 megapixels for $100, I'm in. Like, I only got like 9.2 in this, and it's Ultra HD, right? Well, it turns out it's only 3 megapixel. However, the info through the Logitech software specific to this camera tells me that this one is 2.55 megapixel. So it's only like not even a half a megapixel difference better with the other one, but the other one, the picture was kind of now this one here, I really like the program for this, because I can actually zoom in and zoom out. Of course, I have to do these settings ahead of time. I can tilt the camera, pan the camera without even touching the camera. Now that's freaking cool. There are some features, of course, that I can't access, that I would have loved to, which would have been exposure and gain, and you can't access those at all. Anti-flicker is NTSC at 60 Hertz. I can't change the orientation from normal to mirrored. It's stuck on normal. So there are some features that are not available in the C910. Maybe in the next version up, you would use the same software for a 910 series, probably get those accessibilities. Gain to me, in my brain, means sharpness, okay? But there's also exposure, which could be a similar type of setting. Who really knows, to be honest? But either way, I'm looking at, through the camera, I see something, but it's what am I seeing when the video is done? That's the big thing, right? And even with the C920, a lot of things actually looked better on screen as I'm recording them, but when I play it back, things are definitely different. Either way, that thing is gone bye-bye tomorrow morning. Now, I've made some adjustments to this camera. I'm using its own software to record with because it's the only way to have these settings. Now, if you remember on that 4K camera that I actually bought, that I took back today to Long McQuaid, that thing I had a really large depth, so I can actually move back, and it looks like I'm back further than what I am. Mind you, it also puts a few pounds on the stomach that really isn't there, but hey, camera does add weight to your stomach apparently. So yeah, but either way, I'm seeing some nice clarity with these settings with this camera now. These features were not available for accessibility in the 920S software, which was kind of odd. It's like, okay, so this is the lower end spectrum camera by not even a half a megapixel, yet I have more features available to me, like tilt and zoom and all that, widescreen, standard screen. You know, it's like, this is kind of wild. So let me know what you guys think. If this is actually to you improved, I'm going to know from the playback, of course. But before we do this in total and finish off the video, I want to cut this segment, and we're going to go back to the Windows camera software, same camera, and you'll see what the difference is with how Windows handles this camera by itself, because whatever I saved in this viewpoint will not be available as a preset. So there's no way of saving the info to the camera. You're saving your settings only to the program. So you'll actually see the difference. And I do have the resolution set at 1080p right now as well for the recording. So anyways, this is the C910 camera. This is the one I got from my dad. We're going to do the same exact camera, of course, C910, Windows software, do a clip from that, and you're going to see a huge difference. So let me know what you guys think. Should I just stick with this camera, and is it good enough for YouTube, or should I still be looking for something a bit better? Because honestly, guys, I cannot afford a DSLR camera. It is just way out of my price range, and it's going to stay that way for a while unless a miracle happens. You know, like I did write Sony to try out one of their new cameras because they're looking for people, and I haven't heard nothing back, so I don't know what's going on with them. But hopefully it'd be nice, because then I wouldn't have to pay for a DSLR, which would be kind of nice. I don't know. But I am also considering ordering an adapter for this, a video capture adapter, and I can then use this as a webcam, and this is Ultra HD. And I like how this thing actually works, especially in the right lighting. It does a beautiful job. Anyways, here we go. Alright guys, so, hey, this is the second portion of course. So this is exactly what the Windows camera app is going to do to this camera in this case. So through the Logictech software, you can make a lot of adjustments. Some things you can't adjust, which I don't get why. Why put the features there if you won't let us use them? Really stupid if you ask me. It's either give it to us or don't show it to us if we can't have it. But anyway, so on this we only get to adjust the brightness control and focus. That's all you get, technically. Okay, you can't do anything else with contrast. You can't zoom things in or out or move your camera around. I mean, these features just are not supported on the Windows camera app. But as you can see in the picture, there's some good clarity areas, but then everything in the background, of course, is now gone to garbage again, right? This is not what it should be. You should have clarity throughout. This is 1080p technology. And I don't know what year the 920S was released, but this is a C910, and it seems to be doing a much better job, at least using the Logitech software with it. So yeah, camera apps do have some warrant over what you can do and not do video-wise. What's very deceptive is when you're looking at your own camera image on your screen, it's not necessarily going to be as good when you go and play back that video yourself. And this is one thing I'm starting to find more and more. You know, like some things do stay a little on the consistent side, which is great, but when you're trying to do 1080p quality videos, you should be getting 1080p quality videos. Okay, now even though we are talking about webcams with low sensors, they're only 2.5 to 3 megapixels, they should still be doing a much better job, especially coming from a company like Logitech. However, Bell does own Logitech now, and anything they touch does go to garbage. This Sony Handycam is a 1080p Ultra HD, aka basically 2K level, okay, when you're using it at the max levels, and you get 9.2 megapixels. So my thought process is pretty simple at this point. There is a capture doohickey adapter that I can get, which allows me to go from the HDMI out on here into the capture card device and direct into my USB 3.1 port on my computer, and then this way I can have 1080p Ultra HD at a full 9.2 megapixel picture. How the clarity is going to go overall in the end, I really don't know, but we're going to have to find out. So I can't afford a DSLR camera. I wish I really could. I have not heard back from Sony yet as to being able to test out their new camera, because apparently they were looking for people, is what I was told by the other Sony office. And I did write them to find out, hey, can you send me one, because that would be fantastic, you know, get one for free. But I'm not going to give it good marks just because I get it for free. I want to see myself how good a Sony DSLR really is, but I also want to see how good DSLR is. And it's not like you can rent the darn things, right? But I've tried 4K cameras with decent megapixel. Total garbage, right? That was the Zoom. That was $300 wasted. I've tried Microsoft webcams, 1080p. Don't know what the megapixel was, but it was bad. Okay, I tried the 2K black web camera for about 60 or 70 bucks at Walmart. They actually got another one back in stock. Don't buy it. It is very bad. That was actually a joke at 2K. I mean, I get a better picture at 240p than that thing got. But anyways, so I don't know, guys. I mean, we all go through these struggles of trying to find the right webcam because we'd like to sit in front of our computer and vlog and do a review of a product or what have you. You know, I mean, there's still some stuff around the house here that I have not even talked about to you guys in a long time. You know, I've thought about, you know, hey, let's do an update review on this camera. You know, I thought, well, maybe I wonder if I can do video with this. I mean, how would that work out? I really don't know. I mean, that's the thing. Can it work out? Good question. I have an idea that I'm going to try because this thing's 16 megapixel, so it's kind of like, but I do have an HDMI on this actually. So you know what I could actually do. I wonder actually. Well, we'll try it and see. I got an idea. Stay tuned. There will be another video. Maybe not tonight, maybe tomorrow. I think I have an idea that I can try with that thing. Maybe it'll help me to do something practical. We'll see. But anyways, I want to improve the video quality on my channel, obviously, for you guys. And I'm trying everything I possibly can on the limited amount of funds that I have to do it with. But I also need other things in life as well in order to keep the channel growing too. So that's another thing I have to kind of make my choices, right, with what I've got in front of me. But anyway, let me know what you think. Like, I'm going to be stuck with this camera for a while. We know that, okay? Would you say that it would be better for me to continue doing videos with this camera when I'm using this camera, with using the Logictech software? Does it look better to you guys than the Windows software I'm using right now? I really would like to hear your guys' opinion because I want you to look at the frontal ground, which is me personally, and look at the backdrops behind me, look at my guitars, look at, you know, the little shelf, you know, with the CDs on it, look at the pianos, and the chair too behind me. Let me know, you know, what you think of the whole thing between the two programs that are running the same cameras. Tell me which one do you think is actually better. How about that? There you go. Thanks for watching. See ya.